because y'all idiots. Every year, that's why I don't get on this motherfucker, man. All the way every possession, not stepping up on threes. Just terrible. On the fucking man. They threw the ball away 4 or 5 possessions. Fucking God, man.
Trying out a brand new defense. Let's see. Might be ass. Hopefully not.
Funniest thing ever when somebody comes to my stream and pulls up wins and gets the fuck off, and I have to sit there and suffer through fucking West Virginia fucking weirdo. You're playing the corner this game, please. And do not throw the ball away. Just hold the motherfucker, man.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This one caught by Isabella. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now he lets it go. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On first down, Drake. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second down, it's Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Makes the score.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And some space here. There he goes left side. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
This is why I stay in 3-4. I'll never come out of
Arizona.
That's why we don't play 4-3. Even when I got this team, got the personnel, that's why we don't play 4-3.
And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
It didn't work in 20, but
determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Yes.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
The extra point.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Fournette running out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Dobbs. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
21. Jaguars 7.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5 now. Dobbs. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Now Dobbs. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now on first down, Drake again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, it's Drake. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And it's third down.
Third and short, Drake. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to.
He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown. Jaguars. LaVisca Chenault. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Cardinals 21. Jaguars 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Drake on the carry.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 40-yard line.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect. But
and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. And he hits Drake. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. On first and goal, Drake. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up second and goal at the Jaguars' 4-yard line.
Working with his second and 4. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run. It's Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the score.
Gostkowski the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over first and 10. At their own.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A shotgun give to Fournette. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Leonard Fournette on.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
47-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So a good run by Fournette. Now another first and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play with the score Cardinals 28. Jaguars 24.
They'll run on 1st down. Drake. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They stay on the ground with Drake. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd.
On the give, this is Drake. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they're able to work get this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a first set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, Herbert. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
His kick is...
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. The open man is Westbrook, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
1st and 10.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
That's good.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35.
There's a give to Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 20.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 15-yard line.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
All you got to do is look
Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 82 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Gostkowski for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now.
It is good. Makes the score Cardinals 42, Jaguars 24. Stephen Gostkowski set.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be